You wake up fine. No alarm yet. For one brief moment, everything is okay. Then, without trying, your brain starts working. Did I forget something? Is that weird feeling in my chest normal? What did they mean by that comment at work yesterday? Within minutes of waking up, you are anxious about things you cannot even name. You did not choose this. Your brain did it to you. And it had a very good reason. The reason is roughly 2 million years old. And once you understand it, you will never think about fear the same way again. Let us go back. Not to last century. Not to ancient Rome. All the way back to the African savannah, roughly 2 million years ago. Your ancestor is walking through tall grass. The wind shifts. Something moves at the edge of their vision. It might be a shadow. It might be the wind. It might be a leopard. Here is the critical choice. Your ancestor assumes it is nothing and keeps walking, or your ancestor assumes it is a leopard and stops. If they assume nothing and they are right, they save themselves some unnecessary fear. If they assume nothing and they are wrong, they are dead. If they assume leopard and they are wrong, they lost a few seconds of their day. If they assume leopard and they are right, they survived. The math of survival is brutally asymmetric. Being wrong about danger costs you your life. Being wrong about safety costs you almost nothing. Evolution did not design brains that look for the good. Evolution designed brains that are obsessed with what might kill you. That design is still inside you right now, and it is trying to protect you from threats that no longer exist. In 2001, psychologist Roy Baumeister of Case Western Reserve University published a paper called Bad is Stronger Than Good in the journal Psychological Review. It became one of the most cited papers in all of psychology. The finding was simple and devastating. Across every domain of human life, bad events have a stronger psychological impact than equally powerful good events. A single insult does more damage to your self-image than a sincere compliment can repair. Losing $50 hurts more than finding $50 feels good. One bad day in a great relationship causes more damage than one great day in a bad relationship can heal. Baumeister called this the negativity bias. Your brain does not process positive and negative information equally. It is wired at the cellular level to weight bad information more heavily than good. Not because something is wrong with you, because something went profoundly right with your ancestors. The neuroscience confirms it. Rick Hansen, a neuropsychologist at the University of California, Berkeley, has spent his career studying how the brain responds to positive versus negative stimuli. His conclusion: the brain is like Velcro for negative experiences and Teflon for positive ones. A threatening stimulus activates the amygdala, the brain's ancient alarm center, within milliseconds. The amygdala then flags the memory for deep storage. Your brain wants you to remember the bad things, in detail, permanently. Positive experiences, by contrast, require roughly 12 seconds of conscious attention before the brain begins to encode them into long-term memory. Your brain encodes danger automatically. It encodes joy only if you help it along. This is not a flaw. This is engineering. An ancestor who vividly remembered where a predator hunted survived. An ancestor who lingered on beautiful sunsets did not. But here is what evolution could not anticipate. The threats changed. The brain did not. For 99% of human history, the things your brain worried about were things that could actually kill you. Predators, rival groups, spoiled food, a sudden storm. Your brain had maybe 50 things in its world that could go wrong. And most of them, if you paid attention, you could see coming. Today, the average person is exposed to more threatening information before 9 in the morning than your ancestor encountered in a month. Your phone delivers headlines from every corner of the planet. Earthquakes, crime, disease, wars, economic collapse, political catastrophe. None of these things will touch you personally today. But your amygdala does not know that. Your amygdala cannot distinguish between a leopard 30 feet away and a headline about a conflict 6,000 miles away. To the part of your brain that runs on 2 million-year-old software, a threat is a threat. And so it floods you with cortisol. It narrows your attention. It puts your body in the same physiological state as your ancestor crouching in tall grass, waiting to see what moves. We call this state anxiety. Your ancestors called it staying alive. Consider how we consume information. In 2006, researchers at the American Psychological Association documented what they called the negativity effect in news consumption. People claim they prefer positive news. When tested, they consistently choose negative stories. News organizations learned this by trial and error decades before the science confirmed it. Fear drives clicks. Disaster drives ratings. Outrage drives shares. Your brain is not being manipulated. Your brain is working exactly as designed. The information environment, however, was not designed with your well-being in mind. It was designed to exploit the most ancient circuit in your skull. This extends to your social world, and here the stakes become even more ancient. Around 300,000 years ago, your ancestors lived in groups of roughly 50 to 150 people. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar at the University of Oxford has spent decades documenting what is now called Dunbar's number, the cognitive limit on the size of a social group that a human brain can maintain meaningful relationships within. The number is approximately 150. For hundreds of thousands of years, that group of 150 people was your entire universe. And being rejected from that group was not a social inconvenience. It was a death sentence. Alone on the savannah, you could not hunt. You could not sleep safely. You could not survive a serious injury. You could not raise a child. Social rejection was not painful the way a bruise is painful. It was fatal the way a snake bite is fatal. Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA ran a series of studies in the 2000s that changed how scientists think about social pain. Using brain imaging, she showed that social rejection activates the same neural circuits as physical pain. When you are left out of a group, your brain processes it in the same region that processes a broken leg. The sensation of being excluded is not metaphorically painful. It is literally painful. Your brain evolved to treat social rejection as a physical emergency because, for most of human history, that is exactly what it was.